Welcome back to Living 757. You know, Ashley, the time between now through New Year's Day is a busy time of the year in both our personal and also on the roads. And it's also known as one of the most dangerous times to be on the road due to heavy traffic, distracted or drunk drivers, and stress. Here with us today is Brad Huffman with Huffman Huffman with tips on staying safe while driving this holiday season. Welcome to the show, Brad.
Hey, Brad.
Hey, thank you very much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yes, we are so excited to have you back and also talk about tips for this holiday season that is very important because families are traveling all over the country. So, Brad, what are some of the dangers that drivers should be aware of when heading out of the road this holiday season?
Yeah, the number one thing that you've got to watch out for during the holiday season are drunk drivers. It's a shame that it's that way, but it just seems to bring out a lot of the drunk drivers on the highway during the holiday seasons. Very, very dangerous. If you're going to drink, don't drive. Don't get behind the wheel of the car. It's just not worth it. Have a designated driver. You call a cab. It's really an easy thing to do, and it saves lives, and it will really prevent you from getting arrested and going to jail. So that's the number one problem we see.
Yes, I agree with you totally. And now we have Uber drivers, like you just mentioned it, like a designated driver. You know, like if you're with a group of friends, one of them has to sacrifice.
Yep, there are just so many other options. Don't drink and drive.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of families are gearing up to take long road trips to visit their family members during the holiday season. What are some things that road trippers should keep in mind before they travel?
Well, I think the number one thing is to make sure everything on your car is working well before you take that long trip. My wife used to have this old beat-up van with about 200,000 miles on it. And every time we took a long trip with that old beat-up car, we would have it serviced the day before, at least take it into somebody to check it out, make sure that we weren't going to break down on the highway. Breaking down on the highway, I'm sorry, it's just very, very dangerous. When you have those cars whizzing by at 70, 80 miles an hour, you don't want to be on the side of the road changing a flat tire.
Yes, especially during this holiday time, right? Look, and like we are seeing in the images, if it's snowing or very cold outside, you don't want to be on the side of the road waiting for assistance. That's right.
Nope, hard pass.
You really don't. I mean, it's so dangerous. We see those accidents here, and they result in some really bad injuries. If you're over on the side of the road and somebody hits you at 60, 70 miles an hour, it's going to cause a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's true. You just mentioned it to go and do service to your car before you hit on the road. But what other ways to ensure you and your family safety while on the road during this holiday season? Is any other ways?
Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, you want to avoid the peak times if you can. Go at the right time of the day or evening, so you try to avoid a lot of the heavy traffic. If you get tired, take breaks. Just take your time getting to your destination. Just be patient. There's a lot of traffic out there.
Yes.
Another thing I think is having some kind of emergency road kit. We used to pack snacks for the kids, some water, and some first aid, because you never know what's going to happen.
Right.
True.
Now that you mention an emergency kit, I brought mine with me.
Oh my God.
I figured I could show you all my items so you could tell me if they're right or not.
Okay, I want to see these.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm laughing like you. Okay.
So, Christmas pajamas?
No.
Because you want to be comfortable, right? Right?
Pajamas? Okay.
Brad, pajamas.
Slippers?
No. Okay.
And then Nintendo, because you don't want to be bored.
Okay. Brad, can you just explain her? She doesn't need a Nintendo while she's driving, right?
She doesn't need any what?
A Nintendo. A video game.
I brought my Nintendo. It's in my roadside kit.
No, you don't need that. No.
So what should we pack?
That for a road trip. Yeah.
That one is kind of cute.
What should we pack in an emergency kit? You mentioned snacks.
Yeah, I mean, just snacks, especially for the kids and for you too. But
True.
snacks and water and some first aid. I mean, you just never know what's going to happen. Emergencies come up, and it's just better to be prepared for that.
Yes.
And pajamas are great, but
Well,
I
thank you.
really need that.
Thank you so much for all of these tips, Brad. I'm sure our viewers will really, really find them coming in handy during this holiday season.
Yes.
So thank you again.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, and I hope you guys have wonderful
Yes, thank
holidays.
you, and Merry Christmas to you and your team.
Merry
Thank you.
Christmas.
You too. Thank you very much.
Bye, Brad.